Here we are on my second wild camp. I'm heading up to Cuilcagh Mountain and then on towards Cuilcagh. Done this before, so I won't be taking too much video on the way up. I've got the wind slayer on, so hopefully this can be heard. I'll be looking to do a camp about halfway along between Cuilcagh and Cuilcagh, as I said there. There's an area there that I think there might be enough ground, but we'll see. It's very heathery, very boggy there. I think I remember a place, but we'll have to find somewhere anyway because I won't have much choice. So it's 6:30 in the evening. Again, I've set off much later than I'd really wanted to, but it's light for quite a while. But it's pretty overcast and there has been heavy showers, so I would have preferred to have been up and at it much sooner than this and camped up for the night, but hopefully it'll stay reasonably dry. The showers past, then all well and good. Hopefully it'll be dry for when I pitch the tent. Got a heavy pack here, well, heavy for me anyway, so it's pretty full. It's about 30 pounds. Tent isn't exactly light, but it's not too heavy either. It's the Helm Compact 2. This will be my third time in it, my second time wild camping. The last time I was in it was at the weekend down at the parachuting club, and that was really good. Nice and quiet, no winds. So all we did was eat, drink, and took the mickey out of each other about all the mistakes that were made by myself and others. It was good fun. So tonight now will be the second camp, and I'm looking forward to it. Midweek camp, great to get out. So I finished work there earlier and off up the hills. But at least there's only sheep here and no one can see me talking into the camera. I'm not over that yet. Being able to just walk along and chat and say things of interest. That's actually turning out to be a lovely evening. I hope it just continues, and this will be great. So you see behind me there, nice view of the mountain there in the distance. We'll be heading up the open land there with all the bog and heather. I'm hoping that won't be too difficult today with this heavy pack. I haven't done it with a full pack prior to this. It's always been a day pack. There's enough gear in that, but it makes a difference having a tent and a lot of water, cooking utensils, stove, all that sort of thing. So we'll see how this goes. Bit of a challenge. Not getting any younger, but it's going all right so far. Had a long walk out last weekend. Did a 9-hour hike over the hills behind me. Hadn't intended to be 9 hours, but when I got to the 6-hour point, realised I had more in the tank, so I carried on. Great training for the Morn 7 Peak Challenge in August, which I've signed up to. Apparently that's about 30 kilometres, and that'll be more than I've done in a long time anyway. So that's Cuilcagh Mountain just behind me, and we'll be walking along the ridge there, so hopefully there'll be a place to pitch up. We'll have to find somewhere anyway, so let's see how we go. Well, I think I found my spot just over here. I've tried up a little bit further behind me there, and it's heathery for quite a while. So the place I just passed, which was just beyond the saddle that I was talking about, is just down here. So I think we'll just head back to this green area here, and we'll pitch up. Well, I've been mooching around a bit trying to find the perfect spot. Of course, there's no such thing as the perfect spot up in these sort of hills here, but I found what I think will do me for the night. It's not perfectly flat, but if I get my head in the right position there, my feet down, my head up, it should be okay. So it's the driest spot around here for a while. I was going to be a little bit further up there, and I think it would have been fine. Kept hunting for another spot, and I think this is a bit more protected from the wind there as well. So, lovely evening, look at that. Cuilcagh Mountains. Beautiful. Okay, Okay, so I'll set up, try and set up a time lapse actually, putting this tent up. I've not done that before. If it works, I'll show you. If it doesn't, I won't. That's the tent pitch. That's the Wild Country Helm Compact 2. Very easy to pitch. It's only the third time I've ever done it. Very sturdy tent. I really like it so far. So let's have just a little look around as the light is starting to fade. But I found that I'm in a reasonable position here. I'm well out of the wind that was blowing at the other side of the ridge. With a bit of luck, the wind doesn't change overnight. The light's going, so the GoPro's not probably picking this up as well. But yeah, looking good, looking good. So I'm happy. Hey! I'm just in the tent and absolutely perfect timing. Couldn't have timed it any better because, as you can see now outside, it's absolutely pouring down. Wow, I'm so lucky. I just got that tent up just in time till all that came in. If I'd been out there looking for a better spot, then I wouldn't have found it anyway, and I'd have been caught up in this. So that's great. Enjoying the sound of the rain at the moment. Great. Get a brew on in a minute and be back to you. So the second time using this kit. The very first time I tried it, I forgot my lighter, so couldn't use it. I've got an MSR pot here with a small Vango burner. I thought it was a pocket rocket, but I'm not too sure, to be quite honest. Now I bought a whole bunch of kit there in Cotswolds, and they said, well, you need this and try this, and so I says, yeah, okay, fine, that'll do me. So I'm not entirely sure. I must research this, but it works very, very well. Here we go. Lovely. I haven't got a protector on it. I think I'm probably going to need it at some stage there, because I'm going to be in a situation where there is going to be a bit of wind in the future. I'm sure I am. So I'll need that. See how this goes. Lovely. But I brought enough water with me, but I actually found that there's a brook, stream just right next to me as well, so if I did get short, which I won't tonight, then that's very handy. So this should just take a couple of minutes really to boil up. I can't really talk too much about the kit because I'm not really up on it just yet, but the burner's a burner really, to be quite honest. Nothing fancy in it. As long as it does the job, I'm quite happy with that. Well, that's the water boiled up. It's only a few minutes. Very efficient stove. I'm very, very pleased with that. That's great. A spoon down here somewhere. Yep, there we go. My wife got a load of these UHT milk to have. Sachets like this to come out with you is really, really handy. Oh, that's lovely, lovely and warm. A nice cup of tea and a lovely, lovely ham sandwich with Irish soda bread there. You can't beat it. And you know what? I can make as much slurping noise as I damn well like, and there's no one around to stop me. This is fantastic. I think I'll be battening down the hatches soon and heading off into the sleeping bag. So that's it all tucked up, so I think we'll wrap it up for the night. Hopefully get a good night's sleep, and we'll see what the morning brings. Well, it's just about 5 o'clock here now. I have to take a look and see what it's like outside. As you can hear, I've got some company just outside the door, so that was my early morning alarm call. It's about time to get up anyway, so let's take a look and see what the day holds. Oh, morning all. Ah, lovely bright morning. Sun's breaking through there now. Might be a lovely day. Rain's cleared away. It was pouring down a minute ago, and I had my early morning call from a sheep which is just cleared off. There was no real wind, so the tent wasn't flapping around, so I had a great sleep. And what a lovely view first thing in the morning in lovely Leitrim in Ireland. Makes you feel good to be alive. Right, time to get a brew on. Just started to rain again. I was hoping it was going to stay dry, so I could pack up, but we'll give it a few minutes anyway. Well, give it more than a few minutes. Hopefully it'll dry out. Well, I think it's time to make a move. I'm going to set the time lapse again. Did it for 1 second and it seemed to be quite fast there, so I'm going to set it for 5 seconds and take the tent down and see what the results are there. So get myself together, start packing up, and then get the tent down and head off back to the car. Campsite's all clear. Still quite misty, so I've taken a bearing. We're heading in that direction. I came down that ridge last night and walked down to this spot here, but heading back I'm just going to cut straight across. It'll take about 30 minutes to get up there, but it's fairly boggy, might take a little bit longer. God, this is absolutely beautiful here this morning, really nice. As the sun's starting to come out here, rain has stopped. It's actually a beautiful day. Wow. Such a pleasure to be out. Such a privilege to be out a day like this. Great start to the day. Just about at the top of Embrack. That's where I've come up from. Bit of a steep climb, but not too bad. Poles were great. Really helped steady you with a heavy pack.